Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of USL Championship soccer from AutoZone Park in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. It is the only fixture on the championship slate tonight as the Tampa Bay Rowdies come to the Bluff City to take on Memphis 901 FC. Memphis has played 6 of their last 7 away from AutoZone Park. They start a 3-match homestand tonight, looking to play on a friendly pitch in front of some friendly faces. And speaking of friendly faces, hi everybody, I'm Pete Pranica. He's former U of M soccer star J.J. Greer. And I said it, Memphis 6 of their last 7 on the road. They come home and then they have to face Tampa Bay.
What a welcome home party, huh? Tampa Bay Rowdies, second place team in the USL Championship Eastern Conference, right behind the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. But this team has 2 games in hand, Pete, so they're probably the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. 45 goals for. That's first in the Eastern Conference. Only 24 goals conceded. That's tied for first with the Riverhounds. So it's going to be a really tough matchup tonight at home for 901 FC.
Tampa Bay has 3 goal scorers with 9 or more. J.J. Williams has 10.
The 25-year-old striker out of University of Kentucky. 10 goals, 5 assists. What a big pickup for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and what a big player he is as well. At 6'4" tall, big striker, but he's mobile as well, can score with his head and with both feet. He's got a turn of pace on him, so 901 FC will really need to be aware of him tonight.
Also has some MLS experience playing with the Columbus Crew. He's in his first season with Tampa Bay, and in his first season with Memphis 901 FC, Rodrigo DaCosta, of course, the mid-season transfer between FC Tulsa and Memphis, bringing him to the Bluff City.
The 29-year-old Brazilian striker continues to impress as one of 901 FC's best attacking players. 9 goals and 3 assists through 28 matches played. However, he hasn't scored in his last 3 matches, so I expect for that man, Rodrigo DaCosta, to come out hungry tonight against one of the best teams in the entire Eastern Conference of the USL. It could be a multi-goal game for the striker tonight if 901 FC can get him some service.
Yeah, Memphis will definitely need goals. They've been in short supply as of late. They got a late equalizer Saturday night from Luis Fernando to draw with Detroit City at 1. Memphis wouldn't be satisfied with a point. They would love all 3 tonight. They currently stand 6th in the Eastern Conference. When we come back, the starting 11s and the opening touch from AutoZone Park. It is Memphis 901 FC and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. It's next. The most consequential homestand of the season starts. On the road, they come home, and then they have to face Tampa Bay. The most consequential homestand of the season starts tonight for Memphis 901 FC. They're searching for their first win in nearly a month, and tonight they face the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference in the Tampa Bay Rowdies. It's next from AutoZone Park. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of USL Championship soccer from AutoZone Park in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. It is the only fixture on the championship slate tonight as the Tampa Bay Rowdies come to the Bluff City to take on Memphis 901 FC. Memphis has played 6 of their last 7 away from AutoZone Park. They start a 3-match homestand tonight, looking to play on a friendly pitch in front of some friendly faces. And speaking of friendly faces, hi everybody, I'm Pete Pranica. He's former U of M soccer star J.J. Greer. And I said it, Memphis 6 of their last 7 on the road. They come home and then they have to face Tampa Bay.
What a welcome home party, huh? Tampa Bay Rowdies, second place team in the USL Championship Eastern Conference, right behind the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. But this team has 2 games in hand, Pete, so they're probably the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. 45 goals for. That's first in the Eastern Conference. Only 24 goals conceded. That's tied for first with the Riverhounds. So it's going to be a really tough matchup tonight at home for 901 FC.
Tampa Bay has 3 goal scorers with 9 or more. J.J. Williams has 10.
The 25-year-old striker out of University of Kentucky. 10 goals, 5 assists. What a big pickup for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and what a big player he is as well. At 6'4" tall, big striker, but he's mobile as well, can score with his head and with both feet. He's got a turn of pace on him, so 901 FC will really need to be aware of him tonight.
Also has some MLS experience playing with the Columbus Crew. He's in his first season with Tampa Bay, and in his first season with Memphis 901 FC, Rodrigo DaCosta, of course, the mid-season transfer between FC Tulsa and Memphis, bringing him to the Bluff City.
The 29-year-old Brazilian striker continues to impress as one of 901 FC's best attacking players. 9 goals and 3 assists through 28 matches played. However, he hasn't scored in his last 3 matches, so I expect for that man, Rodrigo DaCosta, to come out hungry tonight against one of the best teams in the entire Eastern Conference of the USL. It could be a multi-goal game for the FC can get him some service.
Yeah, Memphis will definitely need goals. They've been in short supply as of late. They got a late equalizer Saturday night from Luis Fernando to draw with Detroit City at 1. Memphis wouldn't be satisfied with a point. They would love all 3 tonight. They currently stand 6th in the Eastern Conference. When we come back, the starting 11s and the opening touch from AutoZone Park. It is Memphis 901 FC and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. It's next.
At First South Financial, whether you're buying your first home or refinancing your current home, we will always find the most efficient home financing solution for your needs. First South Financial is a full-service mortgage lender offering VA, FHA, conventional, jumbo, and adjustable rate mortgage loans. We even offer loans with no points, fees, or closing costs. Let our lending experts help you find the loan that's just right for you. Visit firstsouth.com today.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. I'm talking with longtime customers about why they love the Shot Nurse. What do you love about the Shot Nurse?
Because of my work, I have to get a lot of vaccines for travel, and the Shot Nurse always has everything I need, and I don't need an appointment. I love it.
For efficient wellness and immunization services, the Shot Nurse is your wise choice.
Solutions you need with a personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
At Junk Luggers, our commitment to donating and recycling is a founding principle. We're a locally owned business, striving to keep all reusable items out of landfills by 2025. While quality customer service, respectful team members, and competitive pricing are all industry standards, we stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible.
It's time to cash in on your home equity with our great low interest rates. We offer 1.99% APR for the first 6 months. If you're thinking about a major remodeling project, purchasing a new vehicle, funding a dream vacation, or more, a home equity line of credit from First South Financial is a great way to make that happen. Offer ends soon. To find out more, visit firstsouth.com or give us a call at 901-380-7400 today for details.
At AutoZone Park tonight, Seth Hennigan, the quarterback for the University of Memphis Tigers, with the traditional guitar smash as Memphis takes the pitch wearing their home black shirts, and Tampa Bay, the visitors, in their Dayglow yellow. Let's get the starting 11s for both teams. They're presented, as always, by AutoZone. Memphis comes in at 10-7-9. Tampa Bay at 15-6-5. And Connor Sparrow's been fantastic, a .754 save percentage in the sticks. You're looking at J.J. Williams, the number 9. He has been fantastic. Dennis in the middle, great at creating chances. For Stuart Dobson, who is acting manager tonight as Nicky Law is not with the team due to personal reasons. DaCosta Lapa and Luis Fernando up top. Aaron Malloy, one of the best midfielders in the entire championship. Drew Romig is back in the sticks for Memphis 901 FC and their manager, Stephen Glass. And we are underway in Memphis. We want to welcome in our national audience looking in on ESPN Plus, and also to the listeners of Sirius XM FC. So we've got complete audio and video coverage for you tonight. I'm Pete Pranica, JJ Greer joining me on the call tonight. Memphis coming off a Saturday night draw in Detroit at 1. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay, they came from down a goal to defeat Hartford Athletic 2-1. They conceded first. Cal Jennings got his 11th goal in the 36th minute. And then Charlie Dennis converted a penalty, which was awarded in the 87th minute. Memphis trying to get some possession working here in their own end of the field. And a collision and a takeaway at the halfway line, and the ball passed back to Connor Sparrow in his first season with Tampa Bay. He had been with the Miami FC. This ball gets all the way back to Drew Romig, the Memphis keeper. Memphis returning home for 3 straight at home. Long ball down the left side. It's run down by Jordan Doherty for Tampa Bay. When you talk about Tampa Bay, JJ, you have to scratch your head and ask your question, what don't they do well? And the answer is they do everything well.
The answer is probably nothing. You know, it starts with the front line with J.J. Williams, Cal Jennings, who's not even on the pitch yet. He's coming in off the bench in this match, but excellent forward play, lots of goals, lots of assists. They're very strong, extremely strong in the midfield with Lewis Hilton and Jan Ekra. Then in defense as well, Forrest Lasso, Connor Antley, and Connor Sparrow. You know, really top to bottom, one of the strongest teams in the league.
There you get a look at Stuart Dobson. The manager is presented by XMC Technologies. He is the goalkeeper coach. Again, Nicky Law, who took over in July, not with the team due to personal reasons. And so it will be Stuart Dobson managing things for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, with that victory over Hartford Athletic, secured a playoff berth. They're at 50 points. They're second in the Eastern Conference to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds with 51. But Tampa Bay has a couple of games in hand. That's the good news. The bad news is now if you have games in hand, your schedule gets really compressed. And you got some more midweek matches than you might otherwise like. Down the left side and now dealt in. Turned aside by Leston Paul. Aiden McFadden digs it out for 901 FC, but sends it into touch, and it will be a throw-in for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's been very good on the road, JJ. They have collected 21 of 39 possible points as you look at Stephen Glass, the Memphis manager, in his first season. He has had to juggle his lineups. There have been injuries throughout. It's a long season, and missing a couple of key pieces tonight, and they were also unavailable for selection in the Detroit City match. Romig sends it to the halfway line. DaCosta wins it in the air. Jeremy Kelly lost it in the air, and now this is Akeem Ward along the near touch line. Long ball comes to nothing of good value for 901 FC, and this is Jordan Doherty retreating back and playing to Sparrow.
You could just see the quality in each and every player in Tampa Bay. Of course, I say that J.J. Williams with the turnover, but everywhere on the pitch, Tampa Bay Rowdies seem to be pressing, high pressing, and each and every one of those players is also really good on the ball. Even the defenders and the goalkeeper as well. Connor Sparrow is very good with his feet, very adept with the long ball and playing out of the back. So far, really high-quality game from Tampa Bay Rowdies and a lot of high pressure.
Talked with Caleb Patterson-Sewell earlier today, the assistant sporting director for 901 FC and also an assistant coach. He said that the biggest thing from the Memphis perspective was to win the midfield battle. And that's a strength for 901 FC because Aaron Malloy might be one of the best midfielders, if not the best midfielder in the championship.
Oh, absolutely. I fully expect for this game to be extremely closely contested. Of course, the Rowdies are capable of scoring goals in a hurry, so if 901 FC can stay focused and stay compact, they'll certainly have a chance in this match.
Aaron touch there, which will result in a Memphis throw-in. Last time these teams met, It was the Eastern Conference semifinals a year ago. 99th minute penalty converted for Tampa Bay, and they advanced with a 1-0 victory. Trying to get it to Bruno Lappa. This is the 6th overall meeting. Memphis has won just once here. They did last year, and in that match, Philip Goodrum had the quickest goal in club history in the first minute. Akeem Ward heads it out, and we have a whistle from our referee tonight, Matt Thompson. So the foul given. The Campbell Clinic injury report: Reese Buckmaster, Emerson Hindman out with lower body injuries. Leo Fernandez has missed the entire season with a ruptured Achilles. Zach Haribo, Sebastian Dalgard, and Jake Arman also unavailable for Tampa Bay tonight. 6th minute in Memphis and a 0-0 scoreline. And neither team at the moment has been able to get much of anything accomplished in any unified portion. Now here's Fernando. Fernando on the pickup. Has Jeremy Kelly. Centrally, Kelly one time. It is parried by Connor Sparrow, and then he pounces on it to snuff out that threat. But it was a good early opportunity. Fernando in transition, finding Jeremy Kelly, who's already got 2 goals on the season.
Fantastic opportunity. You saw Fernando just streaking down the line there and just lays it off. A perfect ball to Jeremy Kelly. Might have been bouncing a little bit, but Kelly still caught it sweetly. But I tell you what, Connor Sparrow just read that the whole way. Stayed calm, cool, and collected. Parried it, but still was able to get the rebound as well.
And a foul given to Aaron Malloy on the near touchline as he puts Charlie Dennis on the ground. Those are 2 of the top 3 chance creators in the championship. Malloy leads the championship with 62 chances created. Dennis is 3rd.
Tell you what, though, Pete, that one might really come back. Opportunities you're going to get that cleanly in this kind of match. You got to give your hats off to Connor Sparrow, who made it look easy. It was not an easy save at all. He stood his ground and made the save, but if you're Jeremy Kelly and 901 FC, you probably want to put that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, Kelly with a low driving shot, which was handled by Connor Sparrow. Again, he's among the league leaders in save percentage, and that's the other thing that Caleb Patterson-Sewell told me earlier today. From a Memphis perspective, got to finish chances. They have not been finishing chances. Goals have been in very short supply. Just 2 goals in the last 4 matches. That's 2 goals on 15 shots on frame. Possession to Tampa Bay here. This is Charlie Dennis working in the center circle, and now down along the left flank, and offside flag is up.
And that stat regarding Connor Sparrow and the save percentage, that's important, Pete, because that's not amount of saves, right? That's save percentage. So, you know, keepers that are making a lot of saves, a lot of times that means they have a defense that's giving up a lot of shots, right? This team, that's not the case with this team. But when you do get shots, odds are is Connor Sparrow is going to save it, and you see why.
Now, Sparrow also with MLS experience with the Chicago Fire. Native of St. Louis, Missouri. Drew Romig will come up to play this for 901 FC. Clear skies on the horizon, which is a relief. Earlier today, thunderstorms in the area. Pitch looks to be in good shape. Lapa lays it off for Jeremy Kelly. Kelly outside the area. One time by Fernando, and that one is snuffed out by Sparrow with a diving stop to his left. So Fernando has figured in both of the opportunities for Memphis at this moment, now in the 9th minute.
Such an important player for 901 FC, that man, Luis Fernando, right there. Great ball here from Jeremy Kelly. Lays it right off to Luis Fernando. He didn't quite get as much power as he wanted to on that, but another really good opportunity for 901 FC. They really have come alive in these last couple of minutes.
They have had opportunities. They want to play with pace. Memphis likes to play a wide open brand of football if they possibly can. This long ball is going to be run down by Lucas Turchi, but he's being tracked by J.J. Williams, and anytime J.J. Williams is lurking around the net as he was there, it's up as Romig has it for 901 FC. Memphis winless in their last 3. That Saturday night draw at Detroit City. Also a draw at home against Indy 11, the only home fixture in the last 7. And then a 1-0 loss at Charleston Battery. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay has won each of its last 4, and that goes out for a Memphis throw. Aiden McFadden, midseason acquisition for 901 FC. Memphis also made a signing this week, Samuel Carayaga out of Argentina. Not sure that we will see him tonight. He's trying to get his fitness and his conditioning because He's not really used to the heat and humidity of Memphis, and today was another hot and humid one. Had a day of training yesterday. Throw in for Memphis, Akeem Ward. Turchi. Lapa not able to win it. Malloy being held at the halfway line, but now Jeremy Kelly playing it back for Graham Smith. 11th minute in a scoreless game here at AutoZone Park between Memphis and Tampa Bay. And that ball goes out on the far touchline.
Good effort there from Aiden McFadden. The first touch was absolutely lovely. I think it might have been his second or third touch that let him down, but good playing out of the back from 901 FC. So far, have been really strong in this first 10 minutes, have really weathered the storm of the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Rowdies had a lot of pressure and possession probably in the first 5 or 6 minutes of this match, but I think you got to give the last 5 or 6 to 901 FC.
Possession at the moment favoring Tampa Bay, 54% to 46%. Malloy, and a bit of an aggressive play by Charlie Dennis, and the foul won by Malloy. Memphis averages about 54% of possession. It's top 5. Jeremy Kelly with a giveaway. On the move is Jan Ekra. He's dispossessed, and Memphis trying to gain control of it. Malloy and Akeem Ward.
Great step there from Lucas Turchi. Really important step in defense there. Good ball movement as well from 901 FC. Give and go out of the back. But that's what you don't want in that last play. Jan Ekra, he might have been through, or he was through, if Lucas Turchi didn't step in and make that deflection last minute out of the back for 901 FC.
It's one of the stories for Memphis this year that they have had injuries and they've had guys step up. We've seen guys like Jelani Peters get meaningful minutes. Turchi making just his 10th start of the season. Stephen Glass has had to shuffle the deck, but anytime I've talked to him, he has said, what we like is we have guys that are competing to be in the 18. We're never really short of talent. And again, when you're missing Reese Buckmaster, you're missing one of the best 1v1 defenders in the championship. Turchi winning that one from Charlie Dennis.
That's always a sign of a strong squad as you get a good look down the bench of 901 FC. You see Carson Vom Steeg on the bench as well. Nita Pickering on the bench as an attacking option. I'm sure he'll probably feature later on in this match, but a sign of a strong squad, of course, is a deep bench, right? It's a long season. A lot of guys are going to get a lot of minutes, so when you get your chance, you got to take the opportunity.
Lapa plays along the near touchline, exchanging with Ward. Turchi to McFadden on the far side. 13th minute, no score. Malloy, diagonal ball for Ward. Ward can't control it, and it rolls in harmlessly on Connor Sparrow.
Good idea from 901 FC. Great ball from Aaron Malloy, and you can see what Akeem Ward was trying to do. Might have just had that first touch on that pass a little bit off. I would have maybe loved to see him take the touch in on goal, but you know that's why he's down there and I'm up here, Pete. But great opportunity for 901 FC.
Now an opportunity here that comes to naught as Ward is able to pinch in on it. Moments ago we saw Lewis Hilton with the dribble. Lewis Hilton returning after an ankle injury that he suffered back in April, and they are glad to welcome him back for the drive to the playoffs and hopefully hoisting some silverware when it's all over.
See the high press from 901 FC. Luis Fernando pressing all over the final third of the field and could end up in a turnover for 901 FC.
Graham Smith runs it down deep in his own end. Bluff City Mafia banging the drums. Supporter group for 901 FC. Romig assessing his options. Lapa. Nice layoff to Ward. Punches out in front. Lapa in a foot race.
It's good ball movement for 901 FC. You can see the speed coming in.
Malloy. And that one intended for Aiden McFadden. It's sent. Will throw in deep in Tampa Bay territory now in the end of the first quarter hour.
You see the give and goes and the through balls from 901 FC all over the pitch, but once again, quality defending from Tampa Bay Rowdies. Joshua Perez sticking his nose in there.
And Perez now wins it for Tampa Bay, trying to play it forward to J.J. Williams, but handled by Leston Paul, wearing the captain's armband for 901 FC. Memphis, a very accurate passing team, good possession team. They're particularly good with long passes. Low ball played for Kelly, laid right to McFadden, back to Kelly. Now Leston Paul. Turchi. Memphis content to make Tampa Bay chase here. 0-0 scoreline in the 16th minute. Lapa, formerly of Birmingham Legion, first year with Memphis. Malloy and now Fernando, marked by Jake LaCava. This is something Memphis likes to do. They like to exchange sides of the pitch. Long diagonal ball passes, that deep pass got ping-ponged away and then recovered by Malloy. McFadden, a run down the right channel, has Kelly left edge of the box. Crosses, then headed away by Antley, recovered by Malloy. Fernando tried to shoehorn a pass to the top of the box, but it's sent away, and retreating to the halfway line is Leston Paul.
You see 901 FC trying to remain patient, but the Tampa Bay Rowdies, with all 11 men behind the ball, you can see they're being extremely difficult, being extremely stubborn, difficult to break down right now. 901 FC looked like they almost had a chance off of a turnover, 2 turnovers in a row, but once again, the Tampa Bay Rowdies staying strong.
Now, Tampa Bay, as you point out, JJ, they are really a complete club, a plus 21 goal differential. That one flicked on, intended for DaCosta off the boot of Malloy. Now Turchi back in his own end.
You saw in the first probably 10 minutes of the match, the Rowdies were pressing higher up the field, but now they're extending their pressure a little bit as 901 FC plays the ball backward. But you know, over the past 2-3 minutes, they've been perfectly happy with all 11 men behind the ball. So definitely some tactics coming into play here for Stuart Dobson. He's not being foolish by just rushing out, you know, throwing guys forward and shirking their defensive duties. They know they're on the road facing a tough 901 FC side.
Tampa Bay in possession. Akeem Ward with a bad foul against Charlie Dennis on the near touch line. Another thing Tampa Bay does very well, they take their opportunities. They have a 19% conversion rate on their chances, which is just insane.
Oh yeah, almost 20%, 1 in every 5. But when you got, you know, 2 multi-goal scorers with J.J. Williams and Kyle Jennings, you know, good things are going to happen.
Yeah, they've combined for 20, and now that ball sent wide. Aaron Guillen could not quite get to it and will go out for a goal kick.
And that play right there, Pete, is exactly what 901 FC need to be very careful about fouling in their own half. Is the Tampa Bay Rowdies have got some really big, tall trees. You saw the free kick here from Charlie Dennis. Forrest Lasso was on the back post right there, and he's used to winning every header, as is J.J. Williams, the striker for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. So 901 FC are certainly going to have to be aware of that height advantage for the Rowdies.
Yeah, Lasso is one of the better defenders in the championship, leading the championship in blocks per game and clearances per game. Foul given to Tampa Bay here, 19th minute, 0-0 in downtown Memphis. And that long ball gets by everybody all the way back to Connor Sparrow. Doherty, marked by Kelly, sends it back to his keeper. Memphis dominating possession, 62% to 38%. Now here's a long ball. Charlie Dennis chasing, crossing over, trying to get to that left foot shot, and it is in. And the opening goal belongs to Tampa Bay. And Charlie Dennis, he becomes the 3rd Tampa Bay Rowdy to have double-digit goals this season. 1-0 to the Rowdies in the 20th minute.
How about that, Pete? 1 shot, 1 goal. You were just talking about their conversion rate. How about 100% conversion rate in this game? And Charlie Dennis, so far he's impressed in this match, and this was just Route 1 football right here. Long ball from Connor Sparrow, and Charlie Dennis just outruns and outmuscles Lucas Turchi. What a cutback that was here, but what I like is the finish. Just beats Drew Romick at his near post with the weaker left foot. Just an overall tremendous play from Charlie Dennis.
And it was started by Connor Sparrow with a long ball down the pitch. Brilliant cutback, as you said, by Dennis against Turchi. Composed left-footed finish inside the near post, and it's 1-0 to Tampa Bay.
And Pete, that's exactly why, you know, that play was Jeremy Kelly earlier, who had his wide open opportunity right inside the 18-yard box. And of course, Connor Sparrow made the save, but you see on the other end of the pitch, Charlie Dennis comes down the field. One opportunity on goal, one goal.
Early this season, Memphis had a disturbing tendency to concede early in matches. Now Memphis in a difficult position. They are 0-5-6 when they concede first, as opposed to 10-2-1 when they score first. And so now we'll have to tighten things down. Jan Ekra, he's dispossessed by Fernando. And he has it taken away by Perez. Fernando gets it back. Perez went to the ground, but no whistle from Matt Thompson. And a brilliant takeaway by Connor Antley. Antley down the middle of the pitch. Tried to connect with J.J. Williams, but the diagonal pass to his right. An errant touch, and it goes out for a goal kick.
You can just see how quickly the Tampa Bay Rowdies react. I think they smell a little blood in the water right now, Pete. They definitely have a little extra pep in their step after that Charlie Dennis goal, and you can just see how quickly they break on the turnover. Now, FC have to be really careful not to concede another one here in the next few minutes.
Tampa Bay got off to a bit of a slow start against Hartford Athletic, came back and won the match 2-1. And when you talk to people in the Tampa Bay organization, they are happy, of course, to already have clinched a playoff berth. But the playoff berth is that's only the first step on what they hope is a much longer journey.
That's expected year in and year out from this club. That's a bare minimum, a minimum requirement of making the playoffs, and the fact that they've done it this early, it's a testament to their team. I think, Pete, with the amount of talent that this team has in their storied history, I think it's championship or bust for them.
They still have some very tough matches. They have 2 against Louisville City. They also have to travel to San Antonio. And how about this to end your season? At home to Pittsburgh, then at Louisville City on October the 14th. So there's a lot of work to be done. But this Tampa Bay group, they are more than capable. And Forrest Lasso, I think, is going to get called for the whistle here, and see if we get a card as well from Matthew Thompson as DaCosta was sent to the ground. No card, but a bit of physical play. DaCosta tangling with Lasso. Leston Paul was begging for a call, and the whistle finally sounded from referee Matt Thompson.
Pete, we haven't called DaCosta's name too much in this match. If you're 901 FC, you're going to want to get him on the ball a lot more, whether it's, you know, in midfield, just getting him some touches, but really where he needs the ball is in and around the 18-yard box. So we'll see if 901 FC can get him some service.
1-0 to Tampa Bay, 24th minute, free kick, Aaron Malloy on the far touchline. Sends us into the box. It's headed away by J.J. Williams. Williams with the clearance.
You can see the commitment of this team. J.J. Williams coming back from his striker position to help out on defense. And earlier in the match, you saw all 11 players behind the ball for the Tampa Bay Rowdies defending. So front to back, you can see how committed this team is to defense and offense.
Kelly possessing. Lapa, top of the box. Tried to lay it off to DaCosta, but just too many yellow jerseys in the way. Long for LaCava down the left side. Works against Graham Smith. Tries to cut inside Turchi with an excellent play to dispossess him.
Much better done from 901 FC. Lucas Turchi stepping over from his left center back position to give Graham Smith some support. And that's what 901 FC missed earlier.
Lapa centrally. Now Fernando. Fernando into the area. Little change of pace. Sharp angled shot. And that will be our first Celtic crossing corner kick of the night for Memphis 901 FC.
Fernando's been a huge bright spot for 901 FC so far. Time and time again, you see him streaking down the right-hand side of the field. He's a left-footed player, but can use both feet, as you saw here. Stepped over it with his left foot and chose to go down the line, but what a tackle that is from Forrest Lasso. But well done from Fernando, earning his side a corner kick.
Malloy, excellent with service. He'll take corners from both sides. This will be a right-footed strike, an outswinger. Lasso heads it away, but it's run down by Jeremy Kelly. Now Malloy. Malloy working against Lewis Hilton. McFadden, and it ping-pongs around and ends up in the hands of Connor Sparrow.
Well done from Aaron Malloy with the little in and out step there to get free and whip that ball across the 6-yard box. You saw Aiden McFadden try the little flick on, but good defending from 901 FC, or from the Tampa Bay Rowdies. See 901 FC looking for a handball, but nothing there.
Charlie Dennis in the middle of the park. Turchi dispossesses him. Tampa Bay wants a whistle, none forthcoming. .901 did not immediately launch a counterattack. They'll play it patiently out of the back. 26th minute, 1-0 to Tampa Bay. Charlie Dennis, his 10th goal of the season, the opener tonight. Turchi. Long, but there's Lasso. DaCosta. A giveaway, but a foul is given, and a free kick coming for 901 FC here, as DaCosta grabbing at his left ankle.
Gotta hope DaCosta's okay there. You can see him getting up. Looks to be in a little bit of pain, but it's good for 901 FC that he's getting more and more involved on the ball. You can see every time he touches the ball, it seems like he's getting a foul called against him. But if you're 901 FC, you got to keep looking for him, keep getting those center backs to get fouls, pick up little ticky-tack, yellow card, and we'll see what 901 FC can do.
So Malloy will be over it with the free kick, pretty much straight away.
Yeah, this is one of those kind of a difficult position, about 40 yards away from goal. It's a little bit too far away to shoot, right? A little bit too close to cross the ball. So we'll see what Aaron Malloy can do here.
He has Leston Paul stationed to his right. Two-man wall with Dennis and LaCava. And he went for goal, just chipping it over the wall. Sent back, and now Malloy. Deals it left for Jeremy Kelly. Kelly slips it through to Fernando on the left. Fernando crossing, and there's a goal! Rodrigo DaCosta levels the matter at 1 with his 10th goal of the season.
What a fantastic goal that was from 901 FC. Once again, Luis Fernando right in the middle of it. But what a finish that was as well from Rodrigo DaCosta. I said it earlier, Pete, if DaCosta can get some service in and around the 18-yard box, he's a dangerous man. That for his 10th goal, right? That's double digits for this season. You saw the great first touch and the great ball there from Jeremy Kelly, and what a ball this is from Fernando. Slips it into DaCosta. Excellent finish as well. Side netting, I believe it went through one of those Tampa Bay Rowdies players' legs as well. You can see here in the replay. Maybe just went right to the beside Aaron Guillen there, but what a finish that was for Rodrigo DaCosta.
So DaCosta's 10th goal of the season, his 6th with 901 FC. And a great response by the home club. And we were talking about Fernando. He had been playing on the right. He's equally adept with both feet. There he was on the left and made the service.
Yeah, his left foot, of course, is his stronger foot. Found Rodrigo DaCosta right at the PK spot, about 12 yards out, right in the middle of the goal. And Rodrigo DaCosta took it from there. What a finish that was to tie this thing up.
Fernando would be his 3rd assist of the season. So Dennis in the 20th minute, DaCosta in the 28th. And it's game on in the 29th minute, 1-1, Memphis and Tampa Bay. DaCosta, of course, a decorated. He and Philip Goodrum exchanging places earlier this season. And it's been beneficial, really, for both players. Philip Goodrum has gone on to have a fantastic year with FC Tulsa, and FC Tulsa trying to battle their way up the table as well. They currently sit in 8th, 1 point clear of Detroit City. Picture for Memphis tonight, they are 2 points behind Indy 11 for the 5th spot. Long ball, Ward, Fernando, this is onside. Fernando lays it off Akeem Ward, and then finally the ball goes in the net, but it is waved off for offside.
You can see the two players there, Akeem Ward and Luis Fernando, running after the same ball. You got to wonder if who was offside. Maybe if Fernando might have just left that ball for Akeem Ward and let him run through. Would he have been onside? It's really tough to tell, but you can see the energy now that 901 FC are playing with.
Yeah, initially the flag stayed down. Ward's running for it.
Yeah, I think
Fernando's
that was
running for it. And finally, Matt Thompson raised his hand and signaled offside.
Yeah, Akeem Ward was definitely onside, so you got to assume it was Fernando that came from an offside position, but what a finish that was from Akeem Ward.
Long ball here. LaCava trying to chase it down. Turchi has it for Memphis. And Connor Sparrow, who has conceded only 18 goals all season now, plays it forward. The only win Memphis has ever had over Tampa Bay did come on this pitch, 3-1 last season. Fernando with the foul. That 3-1 victory for Memphis, as I said, featured the first goal, fastest goal in club history by Philip Goodrum. Tampa Bay also had a man sent off in that match. Foot race here. LaCava tangles with Graham Smith. No harm, no foul. Fernando along the far touchline. Akeem Ward. Now Jeremy Kelly. Great through ball. Fernando. Fernando had DaCosta on his left, but good defensive work by Joshua Perez for Tampa Bay.
That was from Perez. He's had a few very important tackles in this match, but you got to love the ball movement and the quick play from 901 FC.
Memphis responding to the early strike by Charlie Dennis. Sparrow with the assist. 1-1 Memphis and Tampa Bay in the 33rd minute from AutoZone Park. Only match on the championship docket tonight. Throw into Memphis, Akeem Ward. Now Jeremy Kelly. Leston Paul pushes forward against Jan Ekra. Now McFadden. McFadden serves far post, but no one to get on the end. Somewhat in the vicinity, but not attempted cross.
Aiden McFadden trying to whip that ball to the back post to Rodrigo DaCosta. They're really looking for him now. They saw what he did earlier with that one-touch finish in the box. Might have overkicked it just a little bit, but if 901 FC can lock Tampa Bay Rowdies in their own defensive third, they might be able to get something out of it.
Now, Memphis has had 77% of the possession in the last 15 minutes. And they got the equalizer from Rodrigo DaCosta in the 28th minute.
901 FC certainly playing well, as you said, Pete, in the last 15, 17 minutes or so, but don't let that fool you. Tampa Bay Rowdies, at times they're very comfortable with just sitting behind the ball and letting you pass the ball east-west. And if you don't knock them out, they can certainly come through with a gut punch on you.
Long ball for DaCosta, then headed by Lasso, settled by Antley, intercepted by Jeremy Kelly. Lapa. Now Akeem Ward. Ward stepping over once, twice, dispossessed, battling for it, nearly. Kelly at it. Kelly still battling for it, a lot of hand fighting. And now Malloy. Bit of dogged football by the home club, and Matthew Thompson keeping his whistle in his pocket and letting the boys play.
Really great battles all over the pitch. You can see the effort and the tenacity in which Tampa Bay Rowdies are defending, and 901 FC doing a great job of staying strong on the ball, staying upright.
Kelly trying to loop it for DaCosta, but it's headed away by Lasso. And a transition opportunity here. Perez down the middle, collision, and now lays it off. Dangerous. Dennis trying to get to the left foot. Lays it off. And a poor choice there, trying to connect with Joshua Perez. Memphis won it back momentarily. Battling for it. DaCosta still with possession. Has Fernando on a run through. Fernando, 1v1. Fernando, his left-footed shot is blocked. Bound comes out to Charlie Dennis.
Pete, I'm really enjoying this match so far. It's just up and down, up and down. It's coming in waves right now. At one point, it seems at times Tampa Bay sitting behind, but then they're looking for the counterattack, and then 901 FC comes back with the counterattack. Got to really love some high-quality football right here.
It had Memphis 5-1 in shots, 3 on target. Tampa Bay 1 shot. It was on frame. Out for a Memphis throw-in the 36th minute in a 1-1 match. Memphis playing with an element of desperation. They have seen their place slip somewhat in the table. The goal scoring has fallen off. And playing a championship contender in Tampa Bay. If that doesn't get your attention, nothing will. And it's offside, played for J.J. Williams. Memphis a dominant 62.5% of the possession. J.J. Williams arguing with the assistant referee, Art Aristamayan. He's joined by Logan Reeves on the lines tonight. Wes Cowett is our 4th official tonight. Matt Thompson, the man in charge. This is Turchi. Oh, a great ball for Akeem Ward. Akeem crosses beyond the grasp of Sparrow. It'll go out for a Memphis throw-in. Sparrow coming off his line, deflecting it.
It's a tremendous ball there from Akeem Ward. It's amazing that he was able to wrap his left foot around that ball and just whip it across the 6. Got a touch or not, he kind of flailed at it there, but he did just enough to be able to distract the 901 FC players. Might have been just a little bit in front of the 901 FC striker.
DaCosta was available in the box, but no link up. Memphis with possession, the halfway line. And Malloy let that one skip out. Logan Reeves raises his flag and indicates it's a throw-in for Tampa Bay. Cal Jennings, the leading goal scorer for Tampa Bay, will come off the bench tonight. He has been a substitute in 8 of his 23 matches. Jennings, the leading goal scorer for Tampa Bay with 11. His 3rd consecutive season, 11. And of course, he had that stint during part of the 2020 season where he got 9 goals for Memphis in very, very short order.
And that's exactly what he can do, Pete, get goals in short order. And I think you can in this match, and it won't get any easier for 901 FC.
No, very dynamic player. 39th minute, 1-1. Graham Smith back in his own end. Turchi plays it back for Drew Romig. His distribution is blocked. And 1 back, here's DaCosta. Plays it back for Malloy. We expected high-quality football, and we've seen it so far tonight. That skips away from Leston Paul, but Malloy is there to clean it up. And Lapa is sent to the ground, not once, but twice, and finally the foul given. And Malloy sets it down in the center circle. DaCosta, now Lapa, exchanging with McFadden. Now DaCosta. DaCosta to the edge of the 18. DaCosta trying to cut it back. Lays it back one time. Shot is wide. Of the boot, I believe, of Lapa.
Once again, really Good attacking play from 901 FC. Rodrigo da Costa kind of found himself in an unfamiliar position, but what a layoff that was to Lapa. But Lapa looked like he got the timing wrong there. It looked like it hit off the heel of his left foot, his weaker left foot. But once again, you're seeing Rodrigo da Costa, that man right there, becoming more and more involved in this game.
And we have a Memphis player down near the midway line as we've reached the 40th minute. Not had a hydration break, although now it's a de facto hydration break. Head athletic trainer Bryce Beamish for 901 FC, checking the left ankle of, not sure, is that Akeem Ward?
Yeah, I believe that was Akeem Ward down there.
FC will be back in action in Memphis on Saturday night as they take on Monterey Bay. They will close out the homestand on Saturday, September the 16th against Hartford Athletic. Akeem Ward stepping off here. 41st minute, 1-1, Memphis and Tampa Bay. Stephen Glass with instructions for Bruno Lapa. Lapa, Fernando, da Costa, all Brazilians. And so, brief taking on a little liquid. It's really been our only stoppage. No booking so far. It's been a well-played game in any manner of speaking. The ball goes out, and Akeem Ward will be waved back on. Stephen Glass unhappy with the judgment of Matthew Thompson. Not sure why from our vantage point, but in any event, away we go. 42nd minute. Jeremy Kelly. Lapa lays it off for da Costa. Costa trying to get a through ball to Fernando. But it's sent aside. Tampa Bay will clear. Knotted down by Turchi and into touch as he went over the top of Charlie Dennis. Throw in Bay. Two and a half minutes remaining and regular first half time. Minimal Miller Lite stoppage time to be added, I would suspect. Memphis a whopping 63% of the possession. Their passing accuracy has been sensational tonight at 82%. They're at about 80% for the season. This is Doherty, marked by Jeremy Kelly. And back for Lasso. Lasso in his third season with Tampa Bay overall. He was also with the Rowdies in the 2021 season where he was the USL Defender of the Year. Tampa Bay patiently here. Now Dennis on the advance, and a great sliding play by Ward to concede the throw-in and blunt the attack. Shin guard went flying.
Big challenge there for Akeem Ward. That's what he's known for. He loves those big sliding challenges. As you saw, it's got a 50-50 ball there and just sticks a leg out, loses a shin guard in the process, as you said, Pete, but he loves those challenges. He lives for it.
Got that one exactly right against Connor Antley. 45th minute, less than a minute remaining, plus stoppage time. Antley, the throw in, and then knocked cleanly out by Dennis, and so now Memphis with the throw in deep in their own end.
Saw a rare mistake there from Dennis and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. 901 FC very fortunate. was expecting Connor Antley to just dump that one into the box with the height advantage that the Rowdies have, but maybe a little bit of tired legs here at the end of the half.
Turchi diagonal ball for McFadden. Malloy. Centrally to DaCosta. He flicks it on. Fernando, marked by Guillen. Malloy. Ward. 1 minute of Miller Lite stoppage time will be added to the first half. And we're already 5 seconds into it. Fernando. Now less than Paul. Fernando again to Malloy. Turchi and Ward. Turchi now back in his own end. Malloy retreating. 30 seconds remaining of stoppage time. And a takeaway by Tampa Bay. Ekra. Kelly shadows him. Fernando tries to win it back on the far touchline. Ball comes free. McFadden wins it. DaCosta. Is there something left in this first half for Memphis? Malloy through and then knocked out. A throw in. The 1 minute of stoppage time has elapsed. Matthew Thompson yet to blow his whistle. Throw in for Aiden McFadden. Fernando. And that will do it for the first half. In a matchup of two of the best clubs in the Eastern Conference. Charlie Dennis, his 10th goal of the season in the 20th minute. Rodrigo DaCosta getting the equalizer with his 10th goal in the 28th minute. Memphis and the Tampa Bay Rowdies are level at 1. Start our halftime programming. We expected a high-quality match. We have gotten exactly that. Memphis 901 FC 1, Tampa Bay Rowdies 1. All level in downtown Memphis in this Eastern Conference showdown.
Good football match.
Yeah.
To the same standards that have made the Bad Boy brand legendary. Not only for toughness, but for power, for strength, for performance, quality, and comfort. These are the whys. You are the how. Start your legend. Bad Boy.
It's time to cash in on your home equity with our great low interest rates. We offer 1.99% APR for the first 6 months. If you're thinking about a major remodeling project, purchasing a new vehicle, funding a dream vacation, or more, a home equity line of credit from First South Financial is a great way to make that happen. Offer ends soon. To find out more, visit firstsouth.com or give us a call at 901-380-7400 today for details.
At Junk Luggers, our commitment to donating and recycling is a founding principle. We're a locally owned business, striving to keep all reusable items out of landfills by 2025. While quality customer service, respectful team members, and competitive pricing are all industry standards, we stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. I'm talking with longtime customers about why they love the shot nurse. What do you love about the shot nurse?
Because of my work, I have to get a lot of vaccines for travel, and the shot nurse always has everything I need. And I don't need an appointment. I love it.
For efficient wellness and immunization services, the shot nurse is your wise choice.
Solutions you need with the personal touch. The shot.
AutoZone Park tonight, Memphis 901 FC starting a 3-match homestand after playing 6 of 7 on the road, and they are level with the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference, the Tampa Bay Rowdies. It is 1-1. More halftime on the way after this.
He's had a shot. could be a big chance. It's in. Tries a shot. He scores. Big moment. Massive goal.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
It's a good ball and it could be a big chance. It's in. Tries a shot. He scores. Big moment. Massive goal.
One at halftime here at AutoZone Park between Memphis 901 FC and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Fixture Saturday will bring.
He's had a shot. It's a good ball and it could be a big chance. It's in.
We all have goals. Aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
He's had a shot. It's a good ball and it could be a big chance. It's in. Tries a shot. He scores. Big moment. Massive goal.
When people ask, why Bad Boy? It's simple. Every Bad Boy mower and every Bad Boy tractor are born from steel and built tough to the same standards that have made the Bad Boy brand legendary. Not only for toughness, but for power, for strength, for performance, quality, and comfort. These are the whys. You are the how. Start your legend. Bad Boy.
Halftime at AutoZone Park, and it is 1-1. Memphis 901 FC and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Pete Pranica, JJ Greer with you. JJ, let's take a look at some first half highlights. That was one of the best played halves of football we've seen all year. Jeremy Kelly, an early opportunity. There's a great layoff by Fernando. Kelly didn't get any elevation on it and was an easy save for Connor Sparrow, but that was a great chance that Memphis probably wishes they had capitalized on.
You saw those two connecting early and often. This time it was Kelly to Fernando, another good save by Sparrow, and then you can see here great vision from Aaron Malloy, a little bit off on the touch from Akeem Ward, and here was the goal, of course, from the Tampa Bay Rowdies. What a run this was from Charlie Dennis, just really outpaced and outmuscled Lucas Turchi, and then just went near post as well. Fantastic ball and really fantastic finish.
Yeah, Connor Sparrow, brilliant distribution. Charlie Dennis runs it down. The 27-year-old Englishman, composed left-footed finish. Cut back against Turchi and just curls it into the side. And that was in the 20th minute, and Tampa Bay had the 1-0 lead. But Memphis was going to come back. And now Fernando had been working on the right, now works on the left, right through to Rodrigo da Costa. One touch and into the back of net for Rodrigo da Costa, his 10th of the season, to match his jersey number.
You saw Jeremy Kelly start the play there, and what a pass that was from Fernando right to da Costa. Just slotted that ball side netting. You see what it means to the Brazilian right there. That's 10 goals on the season as he hit the double-digit mark.
He had 9 last year for FC Tulsa. Another opportunity here. Fernando laying it off and Akeem Ward, but that was offside. Laurent Kisiadou. Checking it out. You know you're big when you have a hat with your name on it.
I got to get one of those hats. I wonder we got to hit Ron up to see where he's selling his merch there.
Yeah, he's got the merch line there. Memphis is 3-6-9 when tied or trailing at the midway mark. And again, we've not seen Cal Jennings. He will come off the bench almost assuredly for Tampa Bay. 11 goals, that's 7th in the championship. And Tampa Bay averages 1.7 goals per match, and they concede 0.9. Obviously, they've already conceded a full goal tonight. But they're 4th in goals per match. They are such a dangerous team. And Memphis, their back line has been really, really good. Now, they're missing Reese Buckmaster, but it's been a pretty solid back line, and maybe just a little asleep at the switch. You don't expect Connor Sparrow to go route 1, 80 yards down the field.
Yeah, and it's not one of Lucas Turchi's strengths in defense. He's really is a midfielder by trade, right, Pete? So he's being slotted back at center back, obviously excellent on the ball, but 1v1 defending and pace is probably not one of his strengths, and we saw it right there as Charlie Dennis kind of ran right past him. But other than that, Lucas Turchi's had a tremendous first half.
And there's Cal Jennings. So he comes on and Jake LaCava comes off. Cal Jennings out of Atlanta, Georgia, first season with the Rowdies. Prior 2 seasons, he was loaned from LAFC of MLS to the Las Vegas Lights. 11 goals in both seasons with Las Vegas. Spent part of 2020 with Memphis. He had 9 goals in 14 appearances, and he is just a at his feet. He's as good as there is.
Electric and efficient in front of goal. It's really something. Stuart Dobson not waiting at all, right? Just getting Jake LaCava off the pitch and getting Cal Jennings on at halftime. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I thought maybe Cal Jennings might come on around the hour mark at 60 minutes, but of course, time getting their leading goal scorer in the match.
Again, we're glad you're with us. Locally, WMC 5.2 Bounce, ESPN Plus, and tonight's game also on Sirius XM FC Radio. Tampa Bay moving right to left across. And a throw in for Memphis. Memphis in their home black kits. Tampa Bay in the Dayglow yellow. Tampa Bay second in the Eastern Conference on 50 points, 1 point behind Pittsburgh Riverhounds, and Tampa Bay coming in with 2 matches in hand. This is Lapa. Back for Leston Paul. No substitutions made for 901 FC. Cal Jennings on a takeaway. Has J.J. Williams breaking in, and a kick save by Romig. A back heel, and then cleared out of danger. Wow.
What a turn of events there. Cal Jennings immediately making his impact felt. And Paul then slotted J.J. Williams through, but you can see here, great ball, great timing here. J.J. Williams puts it on target, but what a kick save that is from Drew Romig, saving a goal.
Williams collided over the byline. Williams was slow to get up, but not appearing to be ailing in any way, shape, or form. And then Leston Paul with the clearance at the very end. Boy, Romig had to get that absolutely right. And he did, a kick save. And the first for Tampa Bay. And now a whistle from Matthew Thompson. And an exchange of who will be taking the corner. Or they're going to change it to a throw-in. That was the issue. Memphis said it should have been a throw-in, and Matt Thompson agreed with his decision. And Antley, long throw into the 6, headed away. Kelly clears momentarily. Kelly back to retrieve it against Charlie Dennis. Malloy on the move. Would you anticipate any tactical changes?
No, I don't think it's necessary at all. You know, keep attacking goal. I mean, you got to be right there. You got to be careful in the middle of the field. That's the second time we've seen 901 FC getting in a little bit of trouble. I think it's more of a mindset in staying sharp. 901 FC kind of seems to have started the second half maybe a step slow, whereas the Tampa Bay Rowdies have turned up the pace a little bit. So I think that's the main thing.
Fernando runs it down along the near touchline. Crosses in, intended for DaCosta, but it skips to the far side. It'll be out for a throw-in to Memphis. 1-1 Memphis and Tampa Bay Rowdies. First of 2 meetings between these two teams. 6th all-time meeting. Tampa Bay has won 4 of them. Leston Paul. Now for Malloy. Malloy tracked by Cal Jennings. McFadden slips it to Fernando, and then Fernando let it get out of bounds. Out for a throw-in by Guillen. Tampa Bay, they have won their last 4 and 5 of their last 6. The only loss was 1-0 at Pittsburgh. Could be a preview of the Eastern Conference Final. And Matt Thompson says, throw it in already. Leston Paul with the header. Ekra. Malloy gets trucked by Joshua Perez. And finally, the whistle from Matthew Thompson. I think he was about to grant a play on in the advantage to Memphis, but then the whistle as Malloy. Perez just hip checked him to the turf.
Yeah, Aaron Malloy smartly just getting his body right in front of Perez. Perez, as you mentioned, Pete, just kind of giving him a nudge in the back, which is always going to be a foul. 901 FC with a good opportunity here. Typically, 901 FC will have the advantage against most teams in the USL Championship, but it's really tough against this Tampa Bay Rowdies. You could see the size of them in the back there.
Not a big bodies for Tampa Bay. Malloy lofts it in. Headed away by Doherty. That one sent in, intended for Fernando, and Aaron Guillen goes to the ground and is ailing at the byline, grabbing at his right hamstring. Matthew Thompson will check on him, and Matthew Thompson going to call for medical attention as he and Fernando tied up. There was a collision, and Guillen reached for the back of his right leg, and the Tampa Bay captain is back up.
Yeah, it's never a comfortable feeling there. It was hard to tell, Pete, whether that was a contact or a non-contact injury. Typically, you know, a hamstring, it's going to be non-contact, but Guillen, the skipper for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, getting up, and he seems
season in Tampa Bay for Guillen. Here's Cal Jennings getting it out in front of him and crosses it into the goal. A second goal for Tampa Bay, and Cal Jennings, a personal best, 12 goals in a season, and he puts the visitors up 2-1 in the 52nd minute.
Cal Jennings, he's just so quick in the final third. Looked like an absolute bullet streaking to that ball. Once again, Route 1 football, Pete. from Connor Sparrow with the flick from J.J. Williams, and look how quick that he is there, just getting right in front of it, and what a finish that was in the end, just sliding it right past Drew Romig. Cal Jennings, once again, you saw the muted celebration there. What a finish that was. The muted celebration against his former club. A lot of respect for his former club, but what a goal that was. Didn't take long for Cal Jennings to get another goal, right?
Nope. 12th goal of the season, make it the 52nd minute for Cal Jennings. Jennings was originally drafted by FC Dallas, but they never signed him. They released him. He's been in the championship, went to LAFC. They loaned him to Las Vegas Lights, where he'd been the last couple of seasons. Last 3 seasons, 11 goals, and now.
And not a ton of minutes either, Pete. Just whenever he gets on the field, he's so efficient with his chances. As you saw there, really, as soon as he's had an impact in every play in this game. Of course, first play, nicked it off of Leston Paul, almost got an assist, and then right there, chased down the ball and slotted it right past Drew Romig. And that's how he scores a lot of his goals, Pete. Just hustle, and then he puts all of his balls on target, hard and low.
Kelly on the ball, assessing his options. Lapa looking to turn, outlets to Kelly. Raised his hand, calling for a whistle. Now this is Lewis Hilton. Graham Smith back for Memphis. They credited Williams with the assist. I think he got a flick on to Cal Jennings. Otherwise, it could have been a second assist for Sparrow.
Yeah, hockey assist for Sparrow for sure.
And Sparrow will come out, play this with the head. It'll be a throw in for Memphis.
And you can see the 1-2 punch of J.J. Williams and Cal Jennings up top. Of course, J.J. Williams, the big 6'4" striker, winning the flick on, and Cal Jennings, he's so quick, just running in behind the two center backs, and it worked to perfection there.
McFadden, Lapa lays it off. Played back heel from Kelly. One-time shot comes right in on Sparrow. Good thought by Akeem Ward, but a low worm burner, and Sparrow able to handle it. Sparrow has had a busy evening tonight.
You saw the fantastic ball there at the back. Right in the path of Akeem Ward, who, as you said, Pete, the low worm burner, but it was fantastic ball movement from 901 FC.
So J.J. Williams picks up his 6th assist to go along with 10 goals. And this is a Tampa Bay club that has 3 double-digit goal scorers. This is Perez. Dispossessed. DaCosta lays it off for Leston Paul. Kelly up the left side. Tracked by Dennis. Tried to send it in for Lapa, but then headed away by Guillen. And a collision and a Memphis foul. Leston Paul coming over the top and committing that last foul.
See on the replay here, it looked like Charlie Dennis kind of really just baited Leston Paul into that. Leston Paul, of course, going for the ball, but Charlie Dennis just smartly just kind of putting his body in the way. Charlie Dennis, don't let him fool you. He's about 6'2" tall. Leston Paul maybe 5'8", 5'9", but just baited him into that foul. Earned the foul. He's going to, knock a few precious seconds off the clock here for Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Leston Paul making his 101st USL Championship appearance. He's been with Memphis 901 FC since day one. J.J. Williams. Williams moves against Turchi. Tackled by Turchi. And we're going to go with a corner kick here. Turchi doesn't believe it. So Tampa Bay will get its first corner of the evening.
Pete, it looked like Tampa Bay Rowdies were really shouting for a foul there. As you can see, J.J. Williams still down, clutching his ankle. Lucas Turchi went to ground there. It looked like he got the ball, but J.J. Williams, of course, doesn't think so. He looks to be in a good amount of pain. You got to wonder how much is he trying to earn that penalty or not. I saw the pace from him there. He's a big guy, 6'4" tall, but he can move as well. You saw us turn the pace there, and it'll be a Tampa Bay Rowdies kick, corner kick.
J.J. Williams, originally from New Mexico, last season split between FC Tulsa and Phoenix Rising, had 12 goals last year. Corner kick, Charlie Dennis, first one for Tampa Bay. Far post, that's too far for J.J. Williams, and Memphis will get it back here in the 57th minute, a 2-1 advantage to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay with 3 shots on target. 2 of them have found the back of the net. We talked about their efficiency, and it is on display tonight. That's headed by Hilton, then Lasso. McFadden along the near touchline earns a throw-in for Memphis. McFadden out of Westchester, Pennsylvania, acquired by loan from Atlanta United. Of course, Stephen Glass with the Atlanta United organization, coaching Atlanta United 2, and also an interim manager for the first team. That's too far. Intercepted by Ekra. Tackled by McFadden. He is ruled a foul by Matthew Thompson. Ekra goes to ground.
That one looked like it could have been really close, Pete. Jan Ekra saw the lunging Aiden McFadden and put his body in front of him. It looked like McFadden might have gotten the ball, but he probably went through Jan Ekra's ankle first. You can see Ekra holding his ankle. You see Aiden McFadden getting the ball. Looked like he got a lot of ball there, Pete.
He did get a lot of ball, and about 4 Memphis players spread their arms wide in protest.
This could be a really dangerous opportunity here for Tampa Bay Rowdies. Lewis Hilton, much like Aaron Malloy, excellent at the dead kicks. And of course, Tampa Bay Rowdies have all kinds of height in the box there. You see J.J. Williams, Forrest Lasso. Charlie Dennis is another big lad in there. So we'll see if 901 FC will be able to defend this.
Yeah, Cal Jennings is a little guy at 5'11". Hilton over the free kick, 59th minute, 2-1 Tampa Bay. Headed, and then Memphis is able to clear. Leston Paul, Malloy in space, McFadden down the right channel. McFadden tries to cross, sent away by Lasso. Throw in for Memphis.
Really good counterattack there from 901 FC. Unfortunately, didn't end in the best service from Aiden McFadden, but well done for 901 FC to be able to defend that free kick and then break loose.
Ward and Leston Paul. And the foul going to be given here is Paul. There's some spirited hand fighting that put Leston Paul on the ground.
Yeah, 2 pit bulls in the middle. Great battle between Lewis Hilton and Leston Paul. You see Lewis Hilton being really aggressive there, trying to win the ball. It's a risk versus reward right there. The risk not too high, right? If you foul in the middle of the field, the reward very high. You could break loose and goal. It's a smart play from Leston Paul.
McFadden. Malloy. Pass intercepted. Well done by Antley. Now here's Ekra. Ekra playing this forward to Cal Jennings. And the whistle and the flag up for offside. Another dangerous moment there. Cal Jennings brings so much speed to the table.
He really causes those 901 FC center backs and center backs really across the USL Championship so much anxiety with his speed and his positioning. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time, and his teammates, they know what he can do now. Double-digit goals once again in this league. They're going to look for him. They're going to find him. Cal Jennings probably inches away from being in on goal.
His best goal-scoring season, his 12th coming in the 52nd minute to put Tampa Bay up top 2-1. Guillen with the takeaway. Now Ekra up the near side. Ekra in a foot race and a great tackle by Graham Smith. to concede the throw in, and we've got another player down. This is Aaron Guillen. Luis Fernando checking on him.
Got to hope, of course, the player is okay. The skipper for the Tampa Bay Rowdies grabbing his head. Could be a little bit of game management here from the Tampa Bay Rowdies as well. They just seem to be, Pete, that they're getting stronger and stronger as the second half continues on. Flying into tackles, really sprinting forward when they get to slow the game down. Guess what? That's exactly what they do.
Guillen now getting to his knees. I think if there is an adjective, as we get another look at it here, Fernando's going to come in from behind. Didn't see it. Oh, the right boot caught Guillen on the back of the head as Fernando. There was certainly nothing intentional about it. And Guillen is going to get some attention and a bit of fluid right now. I think if there is an adjective that you can use to describe this Tampa Bay club, it is composed. They never seem to lose composure. They always seem to be very well within their identity, which is team and very dynamic offensively.
Do everything well. That's a good identity to have, right? And to stay within.
Boy, it's great to have talent.
You're exactly right, Pete. They're a very skilled team, but they're also very athletic as well. But they don't need to beat you with athleticism. They keep the ball on the ground. They play really good football. But if need be, they can also get rough with you. They can throw balls into the box. They can play route one football as well, which we've seen both of their goals come from.
Yeah, exactly. Both their goals, just long balls right over the top, right down the middle of the pitch. Lapa gets it to Fernando. Tried to link with DaCosta, but a little errant with the touch and intercepted by Jordan Doherty. Here's Malloy along the near side. DaCosta trying to thread it through for McFadden, but no link up there as Guillen was back defending. 64th minute, 2-1 to Tampa Bay.
You see 901 FC maybe becoming a little bit frustrated. Just a lack of ideas right now as the Tampa Bay Rowdies, as I said earlier, they continue to get stronger and stronger defensively, and it's really frustrating those 901 FC attacking players.
Tampa Bay gets the throw in here. Three points for Tampa Bay. Played in the Eastern Conference. Past Pittsburgh. They would have that lead, and they would have a game in hand on the Riverhounds. But they have one more game to play head-to-head. Memphis trying to end a three-match winless streak overall and also at home. Not won on this pitch since late June when they beat Charleston Battery. Fernando. Patience by Memphis. Kelly up the far touchline. Got it to the feet of Lapa, but it skips over his boot, and Lasso clears it into touch. Stephen Glass comes over to make sure Memphis can get a quick restart, corralling the ball.
There's a really good opportunity now for 901 FC. You could see the Tampa Bay Rowdies, all 11 men behind the ball once again, but looks like they might be hitting a little bit of a wall right here. If 901 FC can get some shots on goal, who knows what could happen.
Nearly a takeaway, but Leston Paul wins it back for Memphis. Now Graham Smith. Smith into the Tampa Bay end. McFadden was trying to turn, but couldn't retain possession. Being marked by Joshua Perez.
Pete, I think if you're Stephen Glass, you're probably going to start to look down your bench right now. You know, about 25 minutes left in this match. What do you have offensive from an offensive standpoint, right? An attacking standpoint, you're down, of course, 2-1. At least you want to get a point out of this game. Ideally, there's still enough time to get 2 goals out of it. But on your bench, you know, you've got Nita Pickering, Rashawn Dolly, Borzak, you know, guys that can, you know, maybe change this game up a little bit, give the Tampa Bay Rowdies another look.
has scored 3 on Tampa Bay. Charleston. Patriot point won 3-0 over Tampa Bay. That was a long time ago. That was all the way back in March. A collision with DaCosta and Lasso.
So Pete, you mentioned it a couple times tonight. This Tampa Bay Rowdies team haven't given up 3 goals since March, and 901 FC, what was the stat again? They haven't. Have they won any games if they concede first?
No, they have not. But they've drawn 6.
They've drawn 6. So maybe you can do what you haven't done before, get 3 points out of this match, or do what you've done often and get a point out of it.
Akeem Ward not going to be able to get to this. Sparrow handles. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay, they are unbeaten in their last 13 when they've scored first. And they got the first score from Charlie Dennis tonight on an assist from his keeper, Connor Sparrow. For Dennis, it was his 10th goal of the season. Rodrigo DaCosta equalized in the 28th minute off a Luis Fernando assist. And then Cal Jennings off an assist by J.J. Williams. Jennings, his team leading 12th goal of the season. And that brings us to the 2-1 scoreline now in the 68th minute.
Yeah, Pete, I think if you're 901 FC, you got to get a different look in this game. Right now, the Rowdies are looking really comfortable so far, moving the ball around the pitch, taking their time. They look to be in control of this match so far. 901 FC probably need a different look, maybe a spark of energy coming in off the bench.
No substitutions yet for Memphis. Less than Paul with a pull down of Jan Ekra at the halfway line. Goal scorers: Nita Pickering, Rashawn matches and immediately provide an impact.
This could be a really good match for Rashawn Dolly in a game where, we thought it would be a midfield battle, and it really has been, but the 2 goals for Tampa Bay came from skipping the middle. And that's one thing that Tampa can do. They can beat you. Tampa Bay can do. They can, of course, beat you in the middle by moving the ball around, but they can also just be direct, and 901 FC might need to be a little bit of that too.
Here's DaCosta. Plays it back for Jeremy Kelly, marked by Ekra. Ward into the area, headed away by Lasso, trying to link with McFadden. Spirited battle, Fernando wins it. DaCosta shaking free. Lapa could not make the connection with McFadden. Guillen was there defensively for Tampa Bay. 70th minute, Tampa Bay 2-1. That's our score line. Great work in the midfield there by Turchi to win it back for Memphis. Graham Smith plays it back to his keeper, Romig. J.J. Williams comes up to press for Tampa Bay. Ward working against Lewis Hilton. Flicked on, intended for DaCosta. Lasso heads it. Settled by Dennis. Jennings tried a back heel, no one there. Although Williams finally runs onto it. Dennis flicks it forward. That'll be a goal kick for Drew Romig.
You see Tampa Bay Rowdies being really patient, sitting behind the ball, but once they get it, they're flying all over the field. Even with the lead in the 70th minute, they're still choosing to attack. They know this game is far from over, but a third goal going up 3-1 could absolutely potentially kill 901 FC off. So still a lot of time left in this match.
Final third entry, and they flip a switch in terms of their attack. I'm going to get a Tampa Bay substitution here in a moment. 72nd minute, Sparrow holding. And it's going to be Dayon Harris. He will be coming on. And Harris, I believe, will be replacing Joshua Perez. Guillen playing it back to Lasso. Memphis dominating possession, accuracy of passing, but the scoreline favoring Tampa Bay 2-1. And the substitution now posted. Deon Harris, the 26-year-old Canadian, his third season with Tampa Bay, 5 goals last year. Originally drafted into the MLS by Real Salt Lake. Akeem Ward on the takeaway. Malloy, now Lapa. McFadden. Lapa again. Memphis trying to get a little bit better shape and spacing to their offense right now. The center of the park was getting very congested there. Malloy at the halfway line. Good ball through to Lapa. Lapa, Kelly, Fernando. Lapa overlaps, tries to cross. That took a touch and that went out. So it'll be a Celtic crossing corner kick for Memphis 901 FC in the 73rd minute. And it will be Rashawn Dolly, the first Memphis substitution of the night. And he will replace Bruno Lapa. Dolly, 3 goals on the season. 22nd match appearance. 16 of those as a substitute. Malloy with the corner. Outswinger headed high and out of play.
Decent ball there from Aaron Malloy. Whipped it right onto the head of Graham Smith. Difficult header, though. He's kind of fading away, right? Almost a fadeaway header there. And unfortunately couldn't get his forehead over the ball.
Smith had a big year last year. 5 goals. He was all USL second team because of his ability to be that target forward, offset pieces for Aaron Malloy, but not able to make the connection for an equalizer. And the foul given here to Memphis. J.J. Williams battling for the ball. Leston Paul less than thrilled with the decision of referee Matt Thompson.
Yeah, tough call there for Graham Smith. Both big players. Of course, J.J. Williams 6'4", Graham Smith right around there as well. J.J. Williams might have a few pounds on Graham Smith, but both players battling for the ball. This is going to be a difficult challenge here to defend for 901.
Dennis, third in the league in chances created, and he's over the free kick. Left-footed. Kelly. Battling for it is Connor Antley. Still alive in the box. Memphis wanted a handball. Looked like there was a handball, but no whistle. Ekra shoots. That's blocked. And that will go out of play for a Memphis goal kick.
Some scary moments there for 901 FC, but they did well to still be able to defend. Leston Paul body on the
final third entries, 72-34. But yet it's Tampa Bay. They've created more big chances, 3, and they've cashed in 2 of them. 2-1 to Tampa Bay, 76th minute. DaCosta centrally trying to get a ball through, cleared by Lasso. Lasso has lived up to his billing as an outstanding defender tonight. This is Dennis. And ball into space and no one to get there. Deon Harris was nearest for Tampa Bay.
Bit of a miss kick there from Charlie Dennis, but I tell you what, Pete, I've been super impressed with this game so far. He's been tireless on the offense and defensive end of the pitch, but he's really controlled the game. He's a tall, rangy player, but with good ball skill as well. He's been a very important player for the Rowdies in this game and obviously this season.
Tampa Bay has already punched their ticket to the postseason on 50 points at 15-6-5. Memphis 6th in the Eastern Conference. Trying to salvage a point out of this. The first of 3 straight matches at home after playing 6. Kelly. And now Leston Paul. Graham Smith Turchi. Memphis trying to unlock this Tampa Bay defense. Malloy. That's flicked on with a head, and Sparrow comes out to play. Rashawn Dolly was looming and making a run.
This Rowdy team, of course, is so difficult to break down, especially when they get all 11 players back in their defensive positions. And we mentioned maybe 901 FC choosing to go a little bit more Route 1 football as well, which is also difficult because they're so athletic, the Rowdies are in defense.
McFadden is able to clear that. They were trying to get it to Cal Jennings. Ekra now battling with Malloy. All right, look at DaCosta battling, and DaCosta wins the foul from Ekra, and we'll have our first card of the night. It'll go to Jan Ekra of Tampa Bay. It's been high-level football. It's been physical, but it's not been chippy or dirty. That's just our first caution of the night. Off the restart, 79th minute. Ward playing it back. Is there a late equalizer for Memphis? Equalizer in Detroit City from Fernando to salvage a. Kelly, Fernando crossing and cleared by Guillen. Another opportunity by Memphis, another opportunity in the box, and not able out of it. Freddie Kleeman will come on, and Charlie Dennis will go out.
See a fantastic ball here from Jerry McKelly right into the path of Luis Fernando. And Fernando, he looked up and looked like Connor Sparrow was off his line, but well done once again from those Tampa Bay Rowdy defenders to get in position.
And it's come back to what has been an issue for Memphis over the last handful of games, JJ. Converting opportunities. Memphis out shooting Tampa Bay 9-4 and 4-3 on target. 7 shots inside the box and just the 1 goal. Celtic crossing corner. Lasso is there to clear. Lasso at 6'5" is a giant back line. Malloy. Great effort to keep it in play. Kelly, curling ball, headed away by Doherty. Graham Smith will let it go out.
See, tremendous effort, as you mentioned earlier, Pete, from Aaron Malloy, just keeping this ball in bounds and then kind of using the wall as a springboard to keep the ball in possession and in play.
I don't think there's a more competitive player in the championship than Aaron Malloy.
Oh, there's no quitting him. He's not going to let this team just roll over.
Leston Paul. Kelly tried to lift it and got deflected. Ward serves it, back post by McFadden. Fernando, and Memphis calling for a handball. And now a counterattack. Cal Jennings in full sprint. Lays it off for Dayon Harris. Harris gets it back. Advantage being played. Malloy going down.
Pete, I think 901 FC had a very strong shout for a handball there. As Luis Fernando kind of flicked the ball up, it looked like it hit the hand of the Tampa Bay Rowdies defender.
It did with the naked eye. We'll see if we can get a replay here on a dead ball situation. Guillen, he goes down and draws the foul. 82nd minute, 2-1 to Tampa Bay. Let's take a look at it. Fernando settles it. It was a bang-bang play. It might have, we'll take another look at it.
Yeah, it looked like it might have hit the stomach, the midsection there of J.J. Williams. Looks like that was a good no call.
Right, and more to the point, Matt Thompson was behind the play. He could not possibly have seen it, even if it were a handball. So, ultimately, good decision by Matt Thompson. Free kick for Lewis Hilton. No rush at all for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay trying to win their 16th match of the season. Low driver, and Williams tried to get ahead to it, and it was punched out. Another dangerous moment. And Naita Pickering will enter the match. Pickering making his 24th appearance. 4 goals plus 1 in Open Cup play. As you take a look at J.J. colliding with Drew Romig. Romig got the punch out, but J.J. Williams very close to putting this match to bed. We'll get our first look too at Samuel Cariaga, the Argentinian. He was signed yesterday on loan from Atletico Lanús. It's an 18-month loan. It's a 1 day of training, and the man in the number 5 shirt is on the pitch.
So Pete, we said, earlier, not only is he's going to need to do something different, this is going to be very different. Argentinian can do.
And Jeremy Kelly goes to ground. And the foul given. 84th minute. 2 goals to 1 in favor of Tampa Bay. Malloy trying to get the pieces set properly here. Low driver flicked on by Graham Smith, and Sparrow will come out to cradle it.
Once again, it's just so tough for 901 FC to score on those set piece opportunities. They're so accustomed to doing that, but usually they'll have a height advantage on most teams in the USL Championship Eastern Conference, but not this team. The Tampa Bay Rowdies. Forrest Lasso so aggressive in the air.
Sent out by Akeem Ward. Connor Antley will throw in for Tampa Bay. Time starting to slip through the hourglass. And it was that man, Cal Jennings, that got them the second. Jennings works against Turchi, lays it off for Williams. Broken up by Cariaga. Counterattack, Memphis. Kelly down the middle of the pitch, has Pickering in the center. Lays it off for Akeem Ward. Ward, his right-footed shot is blocked by Kleeman. Dolly trying to win it back. Malloy has it on the far touchline. 86th minute. Memphis trying to get something working with the not. Graham Smith. Fernando. Cariaga. And now Malloy. Memphis frantically trying to keep possession. Tampa Bay with a clearance. Memphis will throw in. About 4 minutes plus stoppage time remaining.
You can see the spark that Cariaga, the number 5 right there on the ball, he's already provided. Yes, he's playing midfield, but he's demanding the ball. He's got a slick left foot. It's exciting to see him already in this match.
Pickering. Cariaga. And now Malloy. Malloy working against Jennings. Turchi. Cariaga. Edge of the box, headed away by Dayon Harris, but picked up by McFadden. Malloy. Fernando. Carriaga and Fernando again. Good idea there. Ward, can he run it down? Ball just kind of died there, and he's able to get to it. Carriaga sends it in. Attempted header. Dayon Harris runs it down, clears for Tampa Bay, but held by Graham Smith. Through ball to Pickering, chips it forward. Dolly cutting back. Dolly right-footed shot, back post. It's hit it in for an equalizer. Holy cow! What a goal by 901 FC.
What fantastic!
Jeremy Kelly.
Fantastic ball movement from 901 FC. As you mentioned, Pete, Jeremy Kelly just sitting there on the back post. What a ball that was from Rashawn Dolly. We mentioned it earlier. Carriaga, just such a big impact on this match. Look at this from Rashawn Dolly. Just a little dink to the back post. Jeremy Kelly, it's an easy finish right there. He made it look easy at least. Wonderful little delay there from Rashawn Dolly. Chipped it to the back post. What a pass. This thing is all tied up, Pete.
Beautiful service by Rashawn Dolly. Dolly, his first assist of the season. For Jeremy Kelly, his third goal. And all of a sudden, we're level. Connor Sparrow wanted offside. There was no whistle.
Pete, you can see the impact that the subs have had on this match already. Samuel Carriaga, the number 5, has just been commanding the ball, bossing the midfield since he's been in the match. Only about, what, 10 minutes. And Rashawn Dolly, of course, also coming in, getting the assist. A lot of time still left in this match.
Minute and a half plus stoppage time. Turchi, Route 1 football, out to play, was trying to link up with Nita Pickering.
Pete, we also talked about it earlier. You know, maybe not as many wins as last season for 901 FC, but they surely don't lose that much as well. You know, just continuously just fight these games out and pick up draws, which I think in this match, if it finishes this way, feels like a real blessing for 901 FC. But as I said before, 901 FC looking really good right now. I think right now they're smelling blood in the water. We'll see if they can get 3 out of this thing.
Jeremy with Memphis. If you're Memphis, you want to be smart with your attacks. You just do not want to have a giveaway, because you saw earlier how quickly Cal Jennings, when he gets the ball at his feet, it can go from his boot to the back of the net in a heartbeat.
No, he's always lurking, and you got to think the Tampa Bay Rowdies will be feeling the same. They'll feel hard done right now by this result, but they've been the past 10 minutes of this match. You can see some of those Tampa Bay Rowdies players are looking a little sluggish right now, and now is the time to attack for 901 FC.
2-2 scoreline, Memphis in possession. 5 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time has been posted, so you're right, there's plenty of time for somebody to still get 3 points out of this thing. That intended for Kelly, taken away by Antley. Oh, ball loose. Through ball, Kelly saved, rebound spilled, Pickering sends it wide for Memphis. Oh my.
I think just a little bit more composure from Nita Pickering on there. Maybe just hold it up, put it on his left foot. What a ball that is from Akeem Ward. Great save, great parry there from Connor Sparrow. And then maybe just, he had so much time there. Nita Pickering, you can see the 901 FC players looking at him. Pickering, hands on his head. He knows that he probably could have done a little bit better with that. But once again, you're seeing 901 FC on the front foot.
And Pickering turned, sent it wide. Near post as an option, decided to go for goal himself.
I think he almost had too much time, Pete.
1 minute into Miller Lite stoppage time. 5 minutes has been posted. 2-2 Memphis and Tampa Bay. Akeem Ward through the center circle. Flares it out right for Fernando. Fernando, diagonal ball. That's headed away and then cleared by Doherty. Kept by Malloy. Memphis shots 5 on frame. This one into the box. McFadden sends it wide, despite the fact he had a Tampa Bay defender putting him in a headlock practically around his neck, it appeared. But it was called for offside anyway.
What a ball that was once again from Jeremy Kelly. Like you said, but if he wasn't offside, if it wasn't offside, and I'm not too sure Guillen knew he was offside, so it was really risky on his part. But Tampa Bay was able to hold the line.
Well, don't forget, in the playoff match between these two teams, it was a Tampa Bay penalty won in the 99th minute that ended up in a 1-0 victory for Tampa Bay in the playoffs to send Tampa Bay. Fernando. Knocked down by Cal Jennings. Fernando gets it back. Malloy again going to work that left side. Ward pushing it forward, but right in on Sparrow. Kelly was making a run, but no connection there. Going long for J.J. Williams. And headed out for a Tampa Bay throw-in. What a compelling 90-plus minutes of football we've had tonight.
And it's far from over, Pete.
Pickering. Pickering. Ward. Malloy. Back heel for Fernando, cutting in. Has his legs taken out. Possession to Tampa Bay. Dayon Harris. Collision on the touchline with Graham Smith and Harris. And Stuart Dobson getting his money's worth.
I'd say he's displeased, Pete.
Yes, he's displeased. Yes, he is manager for the night, as Nicky Law is not with Tampa Bay due to personal reasons. And this is the collision.
I don't know what he could be too upset about there.
Well, clearly he's not happy. Less than a minute and a conversation with the fourth official, Wes Cowett, and yellow card for Dobson.
Looks like there was 2 yellow cards there and a red.
Okay, let's see if we get clarification.
Red was certainly shown.
So
I don't know if it was 2 yellows in a row, back-to-back yellows for Stuart Dobson, but a red was certainly shown.
And now we get another whistle to stop play. And yeah, Dobson is being escorted from the premises. If you're going to be the manager for a night,
get your money's worth,
you
right?
Get your money's worth. So Stuart Dobson, who has been working with the Rowdies as their goalkeeper coach, leading them tonight. The rest of tonight's proceedings. Turchi crossing. Graham Smith trying to settle, and a penalty won by Memphis.
No argument there from the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Matt Thompson, a bit dramatic in the call, but he was right there. He had an excellent look at it. Saw it the whole way. It looked like Knights of Pickering was pulled down inside the 18-yard box. And you can see here in the replay what a ball that is from Lucas Turchi, and just pulled down by Forrest Lasso right there. Matt Thompson had an excellent look at it.
Yeah.
Of course, Forrest Lasso trying to act like he was the one fouled, but Matt Thompson with an excellent view of it, and he made the call, and he made the call confidently.
So Memphis with an opportunity here. Memphis, this is the 4th penalty they have won this season. They have scored 2 of the 3 previous ones. Malloy in stoppage time to give Memphis the lead. It's saved. Malloy bounces it, and it's in.
Wow.
Saved by Sparrow, spilling the rebound, and I'm not sure who's going to get credit for the goal. Sparrow, the save. Malloy off the post. Dolly was there. Great save. Malloy staying with it. It looks like it could be an own goal. I think that got Lasso on.
excellent from save from Connor Sparrow, standing his ground. Aaron Malloy with the second chance at it off the post, and yeah, it looked like it could have been Forrest Lasso there that might have gotten the touch. Either way, it doesn't matter for 901 FC and Aaron Malloy. They'll take it, right?
And now the watch of Matthew Thompson is all that matters to the home club. Memphis trying for just their second victory all time over Tampa Bay. That's headed out by Cal Jennings. It's a goal kick for Memphis. And Matthew Thompson, really not, there was a whistle, and we'll see. It looks like Dylan Borzak, number 77, comes on for Fernando. This has been a particularly hectic stoppage time, originally posted at 5 minutes. We're 8 minutes in.
It's almost been bizarre, Pete, but 901 FC, they brought these players into the game, Samuel Cariaga and Rashawn Dolly, and they've just created this huge spark in this match.
And Knight Pickering.
Knight Pickering as well. All three of the substitutions just coming in to really flip this game on its head.
So the question right now is how much time is left on Matthew Thompson's watch? As we've had, since the 5 minutes posted, we've had a lot of stuff go on that would result in more time. Hilton playing it forward. Out for a Tampa Bay throw-in. Tampa Bay had won their last 4 in a row. Streak will end here. Memphis's winless streak ends as well. 3-2, and Stephen Glass, as you might expect, pumped. Memphis gets 2 goals late. Jeremy Kelly, the equalizer in the 88th minute, and then an own goal by Forrest Lasso 7 minutes into stoppage time, and Memphis 901 FC pulls off a massive victory at home, a much-needed 3 points. Coming back from goal deficits twice tonight to take it 3-2. A match that went 100 minutes, and it was packed with some of the best action you'll ever see. Memphis wins it 3-2. We'll be back to recap night in Memphis. 2 of the best in the Eastern Conference square off, and Memphis gets their second ever win over Tampa Bay. We're back in a moment.
Bad boy mowers. Born here, raised here, tested here, and proven here. With advanced engineering and power, a groundbreaking 3-link suspension, and personalized settings built for here, the fields, front lawns, and backyards of America. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. I'm talking with longtime customers about why they love the Shot Nurse. What do you love about the Shot Nurse?
Because of my work, I have to get a lot of vaccines for travel, and the Shot Nurse always, and I need an appointment. I love it.
For efficient wellness and immunization services, the Shot Nurse is your wise choice.
Solutions you need with the personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
At Junk Luggers, we stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible. We're a locally owned business, striving to keep all reusable items out of landfills. We stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible.
It's time to cash in on your home equity with 1.99% APR for the first 6 months. If you're thinking about a major remodeling project, a home equity line of credit is a great way to make that happen. To find out more, visit firstsouth.com.
An amazing rally by Memphis 901 FC as they win it tonight, 3-2, getting the match winner on an own goal deep in stoppage time. Jeremy Kelly, however, got the equalizer in the 88th minute off a Rashawn Dolly assist. He is our man of the match. This is just a beautiful ball by Dow. Clinical header by Jeremy Kelly to level the match at 2.
Calm, cool, and collected on that header on the back post for Jeremy Kelly. Match. What a finish it was. What a ball that was from Rashawn Dolly and from 901 FC.
Unbelievable by Memphis tonight. Rodrigo DaCosta got the scoring underway. Memphis dominated possession. They dominated shots, and therefore the expected goals. Memphis just so accurate with their passing tonight. Their opportunities were there, and finally they got the finishes. The match winner was an own goal. Doesn't really matter. They had won the penalty. Malloy was denied by Connor Sparrow, but off the rebound and the scramble, it was off Forrest Lasso of Tampa Bay and into the back of the net. Memphis now 11-7 and leapfrog Indy 11 for 5th place in the Eastern Conference. A massive 3 points. You would have been happy with a point. You have to be turning cartwheels if you're Stephen Glass.
Oh, of course, you move into 5th place. The 4th place position is in sight for 901 FC. I think Stephen Glass is certainly going to be doing cartwheels. He might have had a mini heart attack on the sideline as well, but he'll take it. Such an important win, and 901 FC will go on from this one.
And what's ironic, or I should say what's good for Memphis tonight, is that they start a 3-match homestand, and they're going to be back in action on Saturday night when they take on Monterey Bay for the first time, and then Hartford Athletic. Possibilities are there. You've got 9 points on the table. You got 3 in the bag, and hopefully more coming. So join us on Saturday night, Monterey Bay and Memphis 901 FC on WMC 5.2 Bounce and ESPN Plus. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. For JJ Greer and the rest of our crew here in Memphis, I'm Pete Pranica. Thanks so much for watching. And then an own goal, giving Memphis a 3-2 victory over Tampa Bay, despite a 10th goal from Charlie Dennis and a 12th from our good friend Cal Jennings. Memphis wins at 3-2, their second ever victory over the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and it was dramatic. Thanks again so much for watching. Good night, everybody, from Memphis.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be broadcast or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.